danger lurks silently. And then people are stunned with fear. More than 9 million feral hogs, weighing up to 200 pounds, are roaming across 39 states, causing thousands of broken windshields and even catastrophic accidents, according to USDA data. Drivers in rural areas, especially on roads like Georgia's Highway 27, live in constant fear of encountering these unpredictable creatures at any time. It's a battle for survival to protect drivers and America's highways from a relentless herd of feral hogs. The unexpected crashes cause heavy damage, striking fear into the hearts of anyone behind the wheel. Hunting on the ground near roads was both too dangerous and restricted by state law, forcing hunters to take their technology into the air to continue the fight. Helicopters flown by licensed gunners sweep across the vast countryside. From above, they target herds of wild boars roaming the open fields before they can rush out and endanger vehicles and human lives on nearby roads. In the scorching heat of the day, the helicopter's blades kicked up dust, shaking the vast plains. The hunter squeezed himself into his seat, his heart pounding, his throat choked with anticipation and responsibility. He could hear the engines sound as clearly as his teammates' heartbeats. "Get him to position 3-2-1, the squad leader whispered harshly. As the helicopter descended, footsteps echoed. The action on the ground suddenly became intense. The sight flashed, the gun touched the muzzle. Everything froze in the decisive moment. And when the command sounded, the team acted as one body, fast, cold but thoughtful, because each shot was not only a technical task, but also carried with it concern for the crops, for the safety of the community, and respect for the creatures they were forced to confront. Armed with heavy rifles, aerial teams can sweep up to 10,000 acres in a single day, effectively reducing feral hog populations by up to 70%. This is one of the most powerful ways to counter the invasive species, according to Texas A&M research. Under strict USDA oversight, this high-risk method has become a key weapon to stop feral hog invasion and protect American drivers. At the Alabama Command Center, technology reigns supreme. Thermal, scanning drones spot the pigs hidden in the swamp, their screens glowing red to signal their targets. "We've got them locked on," a technician exclaims. This is a 21st century boar hunt. Every second counts, and the team is ready to act. Get him there immediately. On the ground, the action is intense. Using drone coordinates, the clever trap was set up near the middle of the field, on the paths they often used. The thick, cold steel frame was sturdy like a small fortress. Inside, the bait was cleverly placed to lure the wild boars into entering without the slightest suspicion. At the top of the cage, IoT sensors are fixed, ready to send a signal as soon as the door is closed. When night falls, the trap lies dormant, seemingly harmless. But one wrong step and the entire flock will be trapped in the steel trap.
Hey, look right there. Look. Don't like it. He even got, I think it's a boar hog. I'm pretty sure it's a boar hog.
The trap snaps shut, trapping 4 wild boars, the shrill screams echoing through the night, filling the air with dread. "A great catch," one volunteer breathed, his eyes still straining as he checked his phone, waiting for the sensor ping to confirm his catch. Combining multiple tactics could reduce local feral hog populations by up to 70%, saving farms and protecting habitat, according to Texas A&M research. For hunters, each wild boar brought down is not only a success, but also a silent victory for the land and the people who depend on it. The vast fields of Cedar County, Iowa, once standing tall with proud rows of corn under the sky, are now a devastated battlefield. The ferocious pack of wild boars swept through, tearing up a season's worth of crops in just a few days, leaving rows of broken corn like wounds to the farmers' livelihoods. In anger and despair, Jake Larson and a group of local men rallied. They carried Winchester Model 70 rifles and trained hunting dogs. Their faces were tense but determined, as each shot was aimed not just at the invasive species, but also at reclaiming their land and their own families' futures.
I want to take it in out of the cage. Worked out good.
This is more than just a hunt. It is a fight to save the future of their community. Follow their risky mission, where every moment tests their skills and courage. Do you think you are brave enough to face a fight like this? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Dawn was just breaking over Cedar County, pale light illuminating the devastated cornfields. The air smelled of damp earth and trampled tree trunks, the telltale signs of the latest ravage by the feral hogs. At the edge of the field, Jake Len, a third-generation farmer turned hunter, quietly inspected his Winchester Model 70, loaded with Springfield, 36 bullets for power and accuracy. This is not only about preparing for a hunt, but also about demonstrating safety principles. Every hunter must always thoroughly inspect his weapon, use the correct ammunition, and understand the responsibility that comes with every shot.
Come on, Lyle.
He slowly checked the Winchester Model 70, the Springfield. 36 bullet was still in the chamber, ready to fire with absolute power and accuracy. Not far behind, the team of calm Mike, sharp Sarah, quiet Tom, and nervous rookie Ethan also tightened their grip on similar rifles. The three plot hounds, Buck, Daisy, and Scout, tensed, eyes blazing, breathing heavily, ready to pounce. The air was thick with anticipation, signaling the start of a fierce confrontation. The giant feral hogs, weighing up to 300 pounds and with tusks as sharp as blades, are more than just pests. They are a real nightmare, robbing Iowa farmers of millions of dollars each year. For Jake, the mission was as clear as a command. Stop them before the crops were torn apart again. As the team entered the desolate field, three hounds suddenly tensed up, their noses touching the ground, and let out a loud bark, tearing apart the still morning air. Jake's heart pounded. He raised his hand to signal his teammates to disperse, his body bent low, each step moving as if he were walking on the edge of life and death. In his eyes, there was not only the determination of a hunter, but also the concern for the land and the sweat of generations of farmers.
Right here, and then make a loop out in front of where they got stuck. And
if you were a farmer, would you accept the trade-off of hunting wild boars, or would you wait for someone else to protect your cornfields for you? Right in the heart of Bordeaux, France, the land of famous vineyards, where Merlot and Cabernet wines captivate the world, a threat is quietly lurking. In the darkness, wild boars with sharp tusks, with survival instincts honed over centuries, suddenly rush through the rows of precious grapes. They left behind not a peaceful vineyard, but a scene of chaos and destruction like a sudden storm. According to estimates from the French National Hunting and Wildlife Service, there are now more than 1.5 million wild boars roaming the country. They reproduce at a terrifying rate. A female can give birth to up to 12 cubs a year. The Aquitaine region alone has suffered $34 million in crop losses. Every trampled Bordeaux vine is not just a material loss, but a blow to a century-old wine heritage. Ethan, Clara, Mason, and Luke, 4 American hunters, are tasked with protecting Bordeaux from a pack of ferocious wild boars. Before dawn, they gathered in the border lodge, their eyes tense but determined. The hunting dog licenses in hand, the result of rigorous ECF tests, became proof of the heavy responsibility they were about to shoulder. The semi-automatic rifles, with 20-round magazines, were thoroughly inspected, unloaded, and declared in accordance with French law. On their shoulders were bright orange reflective vests, and with them the mandatory insurance papers were all ready. The hounds were eager, their eyes shining, waiting for the command to go. Today's plan was a concentrated hunt. The dogs would dash off at the hunter's command during the season from June 1 to February 28. The hunter mapped the terrain, inspected every gun, and strictly followed French law. As dawn dyed the Saint-Telon vineyards a golden hue, the team began to move. The hounds howled loudly, and a 200-pound wild boar charged out, trampling clusters of precious grapes. From the hillside, Ethan calmly raised his gun and pulled the trigger. The precise shot took down the beast, saving an entire harvest. Another boar burst through the trees. Its massive body was a menace. Clara panted in pursuit and stopped it with a well-aimed shot. The vineyard was filled with tension. The hunting party did not stop, but went deep into the dense forest near Mock, where Mason's group had already set up an ambush. In the dense canopy, Mason quietly hid in the darkness, his hand firmly cocked, waiting for the decisive moment. The space was silent. Only the pounding heartbeat and tense breathing signaled an imminent encounter. As per safety regulations, a wild boar charged towards a vineyard. His quick shot brought it down, much to the relief of the hunting party. The hunting party breathed a sigh of relief. No one said a word, but their eyes shone with relief and determination. The boar fell before it could do any more damage, and the vineyard remained untouched in the dim morning light. It was not just Mason's victory, but a testament to the coordination, discipline, and responsibility of the entire team of people who are protecting Bordeaux's heritage from this silent threat. So, do you think this is the only way to protect vineyards from wild boars? Or is there a bolder solution waiting to be discovered? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next dramatic episodes. See you again!